Up next, students at Allen Elementary brought home the bacon for their fundraiser.
And we flash back to the march down Main Street for the community parade.
All this and more,
Frisco ISD-TV starts now.
welcome to another edition of Frisco ISD-TV. I'm Jamai Harris.
And I'm Kayla Kawalec. Thanks for joining us. Donations poured into Allen Elementary as students raised money for their school. Maddie Eggers has more in It's Elementary, My Dear.
Students at Allen Elementary ran for more than gold. Not only did they raise money for their school, they also got a surprise with lots of squeals.
Run for the Gold started last year. It is our PTA fundraiser. It's been very effective. Last year our goal was to raise $25,000 and the students exceeded that and they raised $38,000, and with that money the school was able to purchase a playground shade for our playground.
Money raised this year went towards purchasing iPads for students to use in the classroom.
We can look on there and they'll help us with our work and our studying and stuff.
So we can learn more, so we can do activities in class.
With apps for many subjects, students are able to touch, slide, and tap their way into expanding their knowledge. The students seemed excited about supporting their school.
You get to see if you can do all 20 laps.
Everyone's cheering for us and that we get to run these laps.
I think it'll help a lot of kids shine to see what they can do and what they need to work on.
It's just a good experience.
The thing I loved the most was the teamwork and how they wanted to win. And so they would come in and ask each other questions like, have you gotten your forms filled out? Have you gotten your pledges?
They're just really motivated to do this for the school.
Allen students seemed happy as pigs in the mud when a visitor named Hamlet sniffed out some kisses.
I was a little bit nervous kissing the pig at first, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be because it wasn't actually a big large pig, it was a little baby piglet.
I heard about it every time I walked down the hallway. We're gonna make you kiss a pig. I can't wait to see you kiss a pig. I was kind of adoring him more than worrying about kissing him.
A few staff members gladly puckered up for a smooch. However, it appeared some didn't quite feel the love. And he didn't either. So something as small as a piglet inspired a school to go whole hog for increasing the use of technology in the classroom. I'm Maddie Eggers for Frisco ISD-TV.
Wow, they were really brave for kissing that pig.
I'd never kiss a pig.
Even one that cute?
Yeah, no, he could get a hug, that's about it. Sometimes it's easy to get off track, but Teresa Diaz looks at a program at Acker aiming to keep every youth successful.
Sometimes students need a chance to restart. An opportunity is knocking at this alternative school that provides the key to unlocking a successful future.
Years ago, when kids got in trouble at school, you just suspended them. But now you can't do that. You have to provide some kind of alternative education.
The Student Opportunity Center originally held K through 12th grade, but in the 2005-2006 school year, the grades were separated to become SOC and Keys.
Believe it or not, we have kindergarten through 8th grade here.
KEYS stands for Keeping Every Youth Successful, and since the beginning, faculty has aimed to do just that.
I always knew, and Mrs. Scott, who was my predecessor, always knew when we were together at Staley, there was a group of kids who would benefit from a program of more structure and smaller classroom environments. So when I came here, Dr. Reedy was nice enough to allow me to start the academic program.
When it comes to placement for discipline reasons,
there are two ways you can get here. Either by just a long-term misbehaving kind of thing or an immediate removal from school. That's on the AEP side. Then we have the STAR side where kids have gaps in learning, and we try to close the gaps.
There is a big range of reasons as to why students go to Keys.
Even here, we get kids come in and they can't read. So most of the kids' problems that come here, they've gotten up to be big old kids, 6th, 7th, 8th graders, and they can't read, or they can't do the basic math.
And though they work towards a common goal, each program is divided.
We keep those programs separate because we literally separate the students in the different classrooms. So the STAR program is our academic program for students in middle school, and our KEYS program for our elementary students is in a separate classroom, and our discipline middle school students are in a different side of the program. So everyone's literally separated, and they also have different class schedules and times, so there's no overlapping of the different age groups and programs.
There is a system that students follow every day in hopes of allowing them to return back to their home campus.
We have a level system, 3 levels of red, blue, and green. When they come to school each day, they earn 40 points. And the reason those points are important, it takes a certain number to move from one level to the next. Green level is important. You do earn more privileges, and to be able to be considered to go back to your home campus, you have to be on green and develop a pattern of good behavior, and you have to be passing all of your classes.
The students aren't the only ones benefiting from this program.
What I try to do, and I've been teaching a long time, is make a difference in the kids that come here. Usually when we get kids on the AEP side, they're pretty well spiraling out of control at home, at school, with their peers, and I like to try to make a connection with them, change them, so when they go back to their school, academically they'll be on the same page, and then socially they'll be better people.
Keys has been the best job of my 30-year career. We don't have all the extras that you have at school. You know, we don't have athletics, we don't have band, we don't have all of those frills that a regular campus has, but really and truly my passion is to work with those kids that are struggling. So this has been a great job for me.
And by the staff's interest in making a difference, the outcome not only leaves an impression on the students, but the faculty as well. I'm Teresa Diaz for Frisco ISD-TV.
It's really nice to see the district going the distance to help students get the extra attention they need.
I agree.
Life has its ups and downs. However, a new climate committee at Liberty has found a way to bring students together. Morgan Yarnick has the story.
The sky is clear at Liberty High School as a new committee springs into action to better the overall student experience.
The Climate Committee is a part of our anti-bullying program at Liberty High School. And what we did is we wanted to take those ideas on how to make Liberty a better school, how to make it a great school, how to make it a good place to be. And we think that when we put all these things in place, it's going to make our bullying in our school go down.
The Climate Committee was started with the goal of helping students to feel connected to the school. When we feel like we belong, we're more likely to achieve and be motivated. If you go to school and you don't feel like people even notice you, you don't feel very connected to the school. So we know that students are less likely to drop out, they're more likely to do better, less likely to take drugs, if they feel cared for and if they feel a part of the group. So really that's the goal of climate committees, is just to help the adults know from a student's perspective what's going to make everybody feel safe.
The Climate Committee is made up of students and teachers who meet once a month to discuss progress, brainstorm ideas, and put them into action. Climate Committee member Rachel Brooks came up with the idea for a wall of secrets. She was inspired by a blog called postsecret.com, where secrets, feelings, and dreams are posted anonymously.
My idea was just kind of if we could bring something similar here and people could see that they're not alone and that people feel the same way they do.
Brooks didn't quite imagine the response.
People all gathered over there in the morning because they wanted to know what was going on, and then people hung out there between passing periods and stuff for a couple days. And then the Post-it notes started appearing where people responded to people and wrote comments about their secret and stuff, and that was, I never expected anything like that to happen, so that was really exciting.
It seems the Red Hawk community has embraced the idea.
A lot of students they use Twitter or they use, you know, other things just to get their feelings out there. But in this way, it's more, we see like students at Liberty who are struggling with the same things we're struggling with. So it makes it more like we can relate, even though we don't exactly know who it is. It's like there's someone at the school going through the same exact thing I'm going through.
I think it's really cool. Like sometimes, you know, you're going through things or that somebody else might be going through, but you don't know it until you read it on the wall.
When I actually saw all the different secrets that they have, though we didn't know who the person was, I feel like it still kind of brought us closer as a school.
It helps me understand that there are other people going through like same things that I go through.
Some students like the climate change this committee brings.
I think the climate committee is a great thing that we have going on here at Liberty. It helps a lot of the students who are new, don't have a lot of friends, get to know a lot of people and just be involved more in the school with school spirit.
It's a good organization, and it kind of also raises awareness for non-bullying as well as welcoming other people into the school and just creating a better environment.
Hopefully, the forecast will be brighter for Liberty High. I'm Morgan Yarnick for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Morgan. Lexi Rodriguez got a chance to watch students at the CTE Center mold their future in high-tech happenings.
The agricultural classes at the CTE Center offer students a chance to help build their future. We went to the shop to see what's sparking an interest in ag mechanics.
You just get to build a lot of cool things. You get to learn a lot of different experiences. It's just a good class to take. It prepares you for life if you want to do this for a living.
I appreciate just the chance to get and do what I like to do, and it's just different from like math or science, and it's a lot of fun just being in here and building stuff.
Students take this course for a variety of reasons.
Welding and woodworking and all this kind of stuff is one of my favorite things to do. It gives you good experience for any job that you may have. It gives you good teamwork or any other job skills.
Still teaches you discipline, stuff like that, how to be safe around tools, and in case you want to do something like that in the future, it's just helpful.
Instructor Brandon Shu has been welded to this field for a while.
This is what I grew up doing, and it's really all I know, so it is a no-brainer for me to follow in my dad's footsteps and teach ag.
This class at the CTE Center helps students nail down their interests to help build their career. I'm Lexi Rodriguez for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Lexi. In FISD events, last fall, veterans were honored on Main Street. Alyssa Herzog has more as we look back on the community parade.
Frisco floated down Main Street for a special parade, but it's not up in the air who they were honoring. The annual parade honors America's veterans.
What school do you guys represent today?
Schools and organizations built decorative floats to show their appreciation. The event is a community effort which attendees seem to enjoy.
Everybody comes together and you get to know everybody, and it's a community sort of thing and not so much individual and segregated, but everybody's together and it makes it more of a homey feel.
I think the school district, it's a great opportunity to get out and just show your pride in your community, to show unity among all the schools that are involved in Frisco, and I think it's a great deal.
The clubs that everyone's doing, like behind the scenes, I mean, no one really notices them, but then like when you come out here, they're like, oh, that's so cool, and like you get to like the jump rope girls and like all these clubs and the bands over here. I think it's just cool to see everyone's accomplishments.
Our town is very spirited, and again, it just brings us all together so we can all have fun.
Groups competed for titles such as the Superintendent and Mayor's Awards to be crowned as the best in recognizing those who fought for our country. For a list of winners, visit FriscoISD.org. I'm Alyssa Herzog for Frisco ISD-TV.
That's all we have for this episode of Frisco ISD-TV. Join us next time as we learn why Bledsoe Elementary is cutting the monkey business.
And how some Centennial High School saxophone players are keeping it cool at Stonebriar Mall.
I'm Jamai Harris.
And I'm Kayla Kawalec. Thanks for watching.